Hello good people! We have another exciting Photoshop tutorial for you today, and this is actually the very first tutorial filmed on my new iMac, so I'm excited to see how this goes. And today's Photoshop tutorial is going to be about how to make an Apple iPod commercial style image, similar to this one that I have on my desktop, just like that. And we're actually going to be using a picture of Steve Jobs for this tutorial, and I'll explain why this is going to be a perfect picture. So as you can see, it's Steve Jobs holding the original iPhone. And the reason why this is such a good picture is because in these Apple iPod style commercials, there's usually the black figure with the white accessory and then a very plain background. So here we have Steve Jobs, which will be the black figure, and then we have the iPhone, which will be the white accessory, and now we just need to get rid of this background thing. So to do that, we're going to need to take Steve Jobs, we're going to need to select him, and put him into a new document. So to do that, I'm going to use the magnetic lasso tool. You can use another lasso tool or the pen tool or any tool of your choice, but I feel the magnetic lasso tool works best for me. So I'm just going to select Mr. Jobs. Kind of going a little fast, making a very rough sketch. You guys can take all the time you want because you guys aren't filming a tutorial. Technically I could take up to 20 gigabytes of a movie if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Because that would be a really long tutorial. Alright guys, so I'm now approaching the iPhone. Now I want to be very careful because the iPhone is the most important part of this picture. Alright, now I just want to come across. Alright, there we go. So I want to copy him, so I'm going to click Command C. I'm going to open up File New. I'm going to open up a new document. We'll make this 700 by 500. That sounds good. Click OK. And now we want to paste Steve Jobs, so Command V. Alright, so we just kind of want to lower him so we don't see that sloppiness down at the bottom. There we go. So the first thing we want to do, we want to duplicate this layer. We're going to title this iPhone, because this is where the iPhone is going to be. And layer 1, we're going to title Steve Jobs. Alright, so the first thing you want to do, you want to hide the iPhone layer and select the Steve Jobs layer. You want to go right below that in your layers window. You want to go down to FX, and you want to add a color overlay. We really don't want a red color overlay. We're just going to select the color. We want it to be black. We want a black Steve Jobs. Click OK. Now we want to select the iPhone layer, unhide that. Perfect. Now we want to use our magnetic lasso tool again, or any selection tool of your choice. And we want to go around the iPhone. And this is where you guys need to be the most careful, because if the iPhone were to get messed up, that would ruin the entire image. And there we go. Now that we have the iPhone selected, we want to inverse that. So we want to go to Select, Inverse, and we just want to press the Delete key. Alright, there we go. So now we're left with Steve Jobs and the iPhone. So now that we're on the iPhone layer, we want to go back down to that FX little button, and we want to do color overlay again. Only this time, we want to choose white. And there you go. You guys can see that it is a little bit sloppy. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my rounded rectangle tool, and I'm going to make my own iPhone. So that looks like that should be good. Alright. I actually want to fill this with white. Yes, it's alright to rasterize. Fill that in. Alright, there we go. Now we want to go down to Edit, Transform. We want to rotate that. Move it over just a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Alright, there we go. So now we actually want to go down to our background tool. we want to, or background layer, I'm sorry guys. And we want to select a, a nice shade of blue. That's a good shade. Use our paint bucket tool. And there you go, guys. Now you have a very nice iPod style picture. And if we wanted to, we could add some cheesy text. Maybe something like, we obviously want to change this color. Make it white. Right here, now we have a very cheesy line, like only icons use the iPhone. I'm sure most of you will get that joke. There's a book called Icon. It's about Steve Jobs. So there you go, guys. There is your Apple iPod style picture. You can do this with all types of pictures. You guys can go crazy with this. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching this tutorial. For exclusive content and completely random content, follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/Fisher12. Also, check out my website, macosxtutorials.com. On that site, every Friday, I post a tutorial that I do not make a video on, and they are really good videos. Really good tutorials, written tutorials. I've gotten a lot of good, positive feedback on them, so definitely check that out, guys. Links will be in the sidebar. Again, thank you for watching this video, and take care.